What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Thank you, as ever, for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are doing well, particularly on this Friday, anyways. So hopefully this video does find you doing well, and you are in a good place and happy, and all of the rest of the good stuff that goes with it. What I wanted to have a chat with you today about is the LMA, the League Managers Association Award for 25-26, and just whether or not we feel like Farke has been ignored or not been put forward for the award. And what I wanted to just do was just go through certain elements of it and sort of give my opinions on it and where we're at. So currently, at the moment, the 6 managers that are up for the award, there is Regis Lebris, Sunderland manager. So impressive promotion and season impact. You've got Pep Guardiola, who is obviously still in the running for the title challenges, higher goal output in the FA Cup final as well. Andoni Iraola, outstanding manager with a small team. They're overperforming and overachieving on a regular basis. He's in my opinion, a really, really good manager, and a manager that I would love to see at Leeds as well. You've got Michael Carrick, weirdly. Interim role to strong revival, according to the statistics, and obviously securing Champions League places as well. Whether or not that deserves you getting Manager of the Year, I'm not 100% certain, but that's me and not really liking anything to do with scum. Mikel Arteta, he's the strong favourite, so basically a manager that likes to get out of his technical area on a regular basis and float around and just be an absolute nuisance to everybody is somebody who they want to have as Manager of the Year. If he wins the title for the first time in 22 years for Arsenal, then maybe potentially you could say, yeah, that's not a bad thing. It's kind of all right. And you've got Keith Andrews as well. As much as it pains me to say it, that squad was absolutely ripped to pieces at Brentford in terms of what was going to be available to them. And a lot of people had them down as being a potential for relegation or not being able to do very well this season. But he's done a phenomenal job, as much as we might not like him. And I go back to my days of being in the Championship, supporting Leeds, and Keith Andrews being a pundit and just being hilariously annoying. I say hilariously, it's not probably the right words to say on that, but it just being a hilariously annoying thing to listen to him talk about Leeds. But, you know, we are where we are, and it is what it is. So those are the 6 that are up for Manager of the Year awards. And the one that I wanted to focus on, and it isn't sort of beef with regards to Leeds and Sunderland. My point being is that I do think that Farke has been mildly overlooked here, or slightly overlooked in terms of what his achievements actually are. On the face of it, Farke's had a very, very strong 25-26 campaign. And then there are some very, very noticeable achievements that do go with that. So guiding Leeds to Premier League survival in their first season back in the top flight. That survival was mathematically confirmed after the defeat that West Ham had. He's led Leeds to an FA Cup semi-final. The club's best run in the competition since 1987. Obviously, we know that we eventually lost to Chelsea 1-0 at Wembley. Securing historic league victories, including Leeds' first league victory at Old Trafford in 45 years with a 2-1 win over Scum in April 2026. And then also you've got to factor into that the Chelsea win at home, and then the double draw against Liverpool as well, the Premier League champions. Successfully adapting tactically during the season, including switching to a back 3 system that improved Leeds' defensive stability and helped pull them away from relegation danger. Now, we all know how that comes about in terms of the team itself. The match against Manchester City, where we end up heartbreakingly losing 3-2, was where everything changed, is where we were 2-0 down at half-time, and he took it to a different system, and the rest is history. The rest is absolute history. Overcoming heavy pressure early in the season. We all knew that his job was under pressure. If you listen to the Daily Mail, the half-time at Man City, his P45 was pretty much written. we were all saying the same thing, that something had to change. It was either going to have to be the manager, the system, or players. And it looked like at that moment in time, it was probably going to have to be the manager. Apologies, my watch is ringing. Then, when you look at it, that turnaround also included, like I said, the key victories over Chelsea, Manchester United, just the difference in the team, and that's down to the tactical switch that Farke put in. And I think he needs quite a lot of praise for that. Maintaining Leeds mid-table territory late in the season, with the club sitting 14th after promotion, a significant achievement given the pre-season relegation expectations. So when you look at like pundits and everybody, like, we signed DCL, everybody laughed it off and said, well, that's relegation confirmed for them. It was down to us having the weakest squad out there. So we've proved, or Farke has proved, everybody wrong. Absolutely everybody wrong in terms of where Leeds have ended up this season. And it's still not done yet. We've still got 6 points to fight for. We've still got potential higher up the league positions to look for at the same time as well. So the other one that is quite noticeable as well, or notable, I should say, is helping Leeds break an English football record by becoming the first club to survive relegation from the top flight 8 separate times immediately after promotion. No other team that's been promoted has been able to do that. And the season as well, when you look at it, it's helped Farke's reputation in terms of improving it, because what he did with Norwich, or what he didn't do, I should say, with Norwich, he's kind of come into a lot of criticism for that. But overall, this season, I do feel like he's really, really proved his worth. And like I said, this is why I feel like he has been slightly overlooked by the league. And whilst I can understand Regis Lebris being in there because he's the highest placed promotion team that's there, overall, statistically, we're not that far away from each other. When you look at Sunderland currently sit 12th on 48 points, 12 wins, 12 draws, 12 losses. So they've got the triple 12s there so far. We sit 14th on 44 points, only 4 points difference, and that's 10 wins, 14 draws, and 12 losses. But the notable again thing about this that's really, really important to point out and shouldn't be ignored for me in any way, shape or form, is that since the 29th of November, which is when the City loss was, our record is 8 wins, 11 draws, and only 4 losses. So just 4 losses. In those 23, 24 games, we've only lost 4 times since the 29th of November. And within those losses, 2 of those were back-to-back losses as well. But that has been technically a phenomenal run from the 29th of November to where we are now. And for me, if you're going to... This is my argument with the Carrick situation. You look at what Carrick came into and then where Carrick got Manchester to, and then you look at what Farke did for the remainder of the season since the City game, and this is where we sit. I just think overall, when you look at budget constraints, when you look at what's available to work with, when you look at, you know, historically what's happened with the 3 promoted teams, they've generally all gone straight back down again. The fact that Farke isn't in there for me is a little bit annoying. And also adding to the fact that he got himself to he helped lead us to an FA Cup semi-final, which hasn't been done in nearly 30 years for the club. That's a really, really important thing and a really, really strong feather to his bow. So I can't... if you're going to put Lebris in there, then at the same time, surely Farke's got to be a candidate, or at least a very extremely strong candidate. I mean, who knows? Again, I don't want this to sound like absolute sour grapes, because it's not, but I do feel like there are things in there that we have been able to do that should have got Farke the recognition, which I feel, after the performances since the 29th of November, he massively, massively deserves. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Late to the party as ever with these, but I just wanted to speak on it and give my opinion. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to click the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, we are really, really close to 5,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on. Make sure that you are hyping the video, you're liking it. If you're listening to the audio version of it as well, please also make sure that you are liking the audio version for me as well. I think Farke should have been in there. People may disagree with me, not really bothered, but I do think that he should have been in there. Definitely just with the FA Cup semi-final and what he's achieved in the league this season as well. And you look at it, Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming in and scoring 14 goals this season for us as well, and with the player that basically cost us nothing. He's done absolute wonders with this squad, in my opinion. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much for your support and love. Speak to you soon. Cheers.